Hey, what's up everybody? It's Rox and I'm coming to you today with review for Real Housewives of Atlanta Kandis Wedding episode 1. I'm not going to do a full out review, you guys, because I for the most part am Real Housewife of Atlanta out. Can't take it. Actually, the show would be very boring if it weren't for Kandi's mama and her two aunts. You know, Kandi and Todd they're boring. I mean, I still like them, but you know, they just regular people and they just blah. Okay, so them on their own, it wouldn't be nothing to talk about, but I'm telling you, the mama and them aunts are the funniest. So, just gonna talk about a few things that happened. Let's get to it, shall we? I guess this is why Kandi is rich. Okay, I've heard stories about it. Kandi will admit to it herself that she is very frugal. And maybe that's why rich people stay rich, okay? They ain't gonna spend money where they feel like they don't have to. What I don't understand is why she is making her team plan this wedding. Now I know we are ready for the biggest production of my wedding. Not saying that they can't pull it off, because when you have money, okay, anything is possible. But they have a few things that's working against them. First off, they only have a month and a half left to plan. Secondly, ain't nobody in the group even ever planned a wedding other than Johnny, okay? And I have a feeling that Johnny ain't used to doing nothing on this scale, okay? Planning a wedding after Sunday service and then refreshments in the vestibule, yeah, that don't quite count. Third, it's not going to be a traditional wedding, okay? She wants all this extra shit. You know, the theme is going to be coming to America, which adds a whole nother problem to it. She wants animals and shit. She wants African dancers. I mean, you know, it's cute that it came from, you know, the idea came from the fact that they met in Africa, her and Todd. But, yeah, it's a lot that comes with trying to get a fucking lion and tiger and elephants and shit. Yeah, you need permits, you need all kind of, you know, clearance, you know, venues. It's all kind of issues. So yeah, they got all this shit working against them. Not only that, but ain't nobody excited about doing it. Don Juan was just like, look, when you was little, when you were a little girl, did you ever think that you was gonna have, you know, people that don't know shit about planning weddings, planning your wedding? When I was a little girl, I didn't think about having no wedding. As a matter of fact, I didn't even want to get married. Both of my parents had multiple divorces, so it was just the thought of it was never even all that appealing to me. And, you know, we just gonna keep it real, you guys. Hearing the shit that she wants to happen in this coming to America wedding, it's a fine line between creativity and classiness and then crossing the shit over to just doing way too much ghetto. I'm gonna tell you what's way too much ghetto. You guys remember in the Tyler Perry movie when he had the real live angels hanging from the ceiling at the wedding? Yeah, that's what I say that's doing too much ghetto. I don't know what Kandi is talking about, but you know, I'm real worried about it all coming together. Now, when Kandi goes over to her Aunt Nora's house, and you know, Aunt Nora and Aunt Bertha was there, I was just like, here we go with these two old biddies. You guys remember when the Silver Hair Gang rolled up on the bridal shop, you know, and who banged on Carmen? The SHG, y'all, they was representing, okay, straight mobbing. Y'all remember? I don't want you to marry. I was gearing up for round 2, you guys, but Aunt Bertha and Aunt Nora, they didn't have a change of heart, you guys. They've chilled out considerably, and really, they are like a comic team. It's like Aunt Nora, you know, she sets the shit up, and then Aunt Bertha, she just brings in the damn one-liner. So we know that the sisters are all close, okay? We find out that Joyce is the baby of 14 kids. So now we kind of know why Joyce is one of those ones that dig in her heels and the bitch is spoiled. Anyways, y'all, they like your aunties from down south, okay? Your aunties, okay? Bertha said everything that Bertha say got an R in it. Did you get some of the ghetto punch? Oh, no, I'm gonna get through this part, y'all. It's pineapple juice, ginger ale, and sugar. And that's how I know they from the country, because the country folks put sugar in every fucking thing. Greens, lima beans, everything. Anyways, y'all, we get around to talk about this wedding, and y'all, Miss Nora, she feeling real bad about what she said. Well, Kandi, I told you once before how sorry I was for what happened. Why did I do that? I want you to be happy. That's another thing with old people. Old people take their time getting the conversation. You know, the whole sentence could take a fucking 10 minutes just to get like 4 sentences out. And if marrying Todd is gonna make you happy, then so be it. And then Aunt Bertha came in and she was just like, well, I'm just gonna put it like this. Whatever it's gonna take to make you happy. If it don't work, we're here to pick up the pieces. Because, you know, Bertha, back in the back of her mind, she like, bullshit might not work anyway. So, now Kandi has an ally. She got her aunties, okay? And her aunties is kind of the ones that's the key to try to get Joyce to get off the fuck shit and get on board. You know, they're talking, y'all, Weenie. Weenie is Kandi's cousin, and I think she was she was Aunt Bertha's daughter. Weenie almost had to broke up cry too. I was like, girl, don't you start it. But they was able to keep it together, and, you know, they're a close family, and they gonna try to make sure that Joyce understand that, you know, she's still loved and all this, whatever. Kandi's plan is to get everybody around each other. She wants to get Todd and Todd's mama and Joyce and her, you know, all together. Then Noah say, oh, Todd's mama is fun. I met her at Todd's birthday and we said we was gonna be best friends. But Bertha begged to differ. She over there like this. The woman talk too much. Okay, just black, 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 black. That damn mom Bertha, she don't see it for sharing. I swear for God, y'all, I'm tired of saying, who the fuck is Rico Chappelle blowing at Bravo? I mean, they gonna put him on every show in Atlanta. Shit. Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna just say I was side-eyeing both Kwame and Kandi's friend Tan. Okay, I understand that Kwame might be Kandi's stylist or whatever, and Tan is her good friend, but you know, Kwame was kind of rude to me. This is shit that he could have said to Kandi, and Kandi would have took it to heart. He ain't really got to go and tell Rico himself, do he? And then as far as Tan, girl, like you the most fashionable one with that goddamn, you know, boot cut flare jeans and the damn Jones of New York shirt on. You talking about you don't think he can pull it off and how everything don't look right. I was like, bitch, what the fuck it got to do with you? I can't stand people that, look, I understand she got Kandi's best interest at heart or whatever, but this my motherfucking wedding, okay? I didn't ask you to come over here so you can tell me all the shit that you don't like. I mean, we already know Kandi like all this extra stuff. Anyways, you know, she got her face turned up at the feathers, and I was like, bitch, if I want to come up in this bitch with a goddamn big bird suit with a lightning bolt stitched down the back, that's what the fuck I'ma do. Okay, you just sit there and say, oh, okay. But whatever, y'all. Rico come in that room and he say them 3 words that Kandi loves to hear, nigga, all on me. So Rico gotta make the bridesmaids dresses, I'm assuming the daughters, you know, Todd and Kandi's daughter's dresses, and that old evil ass Mama Joyce's dress. The whole scene between Todd and Carmen and Johnny is just a no. Just a nope. Not convincing at all. You're not used to seeing Todd as a turn-up person, okay? He been level-headed this whole time that he's been on TV. And then all of a sudden he come in and he got a whole new attitude? No, it just wasn't flowing right. And I didn't believe it. You know why I feel like he was doing it? A few things. First off, one, like I said earlier, Todd and Kandi are boring, okay? So we need some extra spice on them, okay? 2, some of y'all believe this rumor that him and Carmen are fucking a little too tough, okay? So now we got to, you know, we got to display how much of a non-friendship that they have. And 3, let's beat up on Carmen a little bit so that we can, you know, garner a little bit of sympathy for the girl because, you know, y'all out there believe that she's a home wrecker. So, you know, Carmen, she's all Debbie Downer and all. She don't really want to do it, which we already know. She's not really trying. She's being extra sarcastic, and you know, I mean, I guess I would be upset too if I had a wedding and I had hired people that you know, I expected to do the job for me. This is why I say that Kandi should hire a real planner. I was rolling with Todd fine until he started saying like, this is what Kandi says and this is what Kandi thinks. Okay, see, now you done fucked up, Todd, because you know, to Carmen it looks like Kandi has sent you as, you know, her man to do all the dirty work. He was kind of out of place. I mean, sure, it's his wedding and he should definitely have an opinion and be able to say how he feels as well, but say it from your standpoint. Okay, this is what you think. Don't start saying that this is what Kandi thinks. Talking about let's separate the friendship from the business. Well, that's the whole problem in the first place, right? Now you done put words in Kandi's mouth that might have come from her, but Carmen need to hear Kandi say it. What I tell you as my husband or as my fiance or my boyfriend or whatever is just between us, okay? I'm just venting. All I need you to do is listen. See, men are fixers. Men, they hear something and then they want to go in with the solution, and that's why men shouldn't be in women's business, because they fuck shit up because they don't understand the dynamics of women. So like I said, I know it was probably for the show and everything, but yeah, I didn't like it, okay? I think, Todd, you came a little too hard, bruh. So when Joyce sit down to have lunch with Aunt Nora and Aunt Bertha, Joyce act like she ain't know nothing about this damn wedding. You didn't know that we was all at my house Friday night? Yeah, Weenie and Kandi. I promise you, I love Nora. That's all I can say. Joyce old mean ass gonna say, oh, is it still gonna be a wedding? And then Nora, yes, it's gonna be a wedding on April the 4th. Is she really gonna marry him? Yeah, my thing is, you just hate losing your baby, huh? But you will never lose her, though. You gain in the sun. When you look at him, honey, you just see the glow. She's so happy. And if Joyce was not feeling that shit, it was clear as day. She was just like, I'm not gaining no son. You know Joyce's position. She doesn't want anybody to take advantage of her daughter. You know you hate the game. You don't hate the player. He was taught by the best. Daddy was a pimp. Mama was a hoe. Oh, Joyce. You are so wrong. Auntie Nora, she was just so through with Joyce's ass. Well, how you say that? She's a nice woman. And Joyce was just like, they got a lot of nice hoes. And Joyce was a mess in the damn confessional. She gonna say that she get up, everybody do what they gotta do for their kids. She used to get up at 2 in the morning to go and work, and some women just work on the streets at 2 in the morning. Y'all know what I said is open at 2 in the morning, bitch, legs. But anyway, y'all, she goes on to talk about how Kandi gained weight and how Todd shouldn't have let her gain weight. And I know her. She was right up there on her. She was just like, well, you can't say that because look at Oprah. She's a big woman. And we all know that Stedman ain't left Oprah whether she was big, small, whatever. Because Oprah is paid and Stedman is not. I'm sure Stedman love her and everything, but nigga ain't stupid now. It's a whole lot worse you can do than Oprah. And then when Kandi go see her mom at the house, how about Joyce say that shit again? And before we even get to that, why is Joyce acting like she didn't know that the wedding was... fuck, we done heard about that shit. All of Real Housewives of Atlanta, everybody in the world know that Kandi and Todd was getting married. I thought I said 4-4-14. That don't sound like you remember that at all? No, I do not. That Joyce's face just be as convincing. So Joyce was like, did you get the damn prenup? And Kandi was just like, I just got an email about my prenup. Kandi was just like, I don't need her to be babysitting me about my prenup. Don't worry about it, I got it. Then we get down to what might be a bigger part of what the issue is the fact that Sharon can come over to the house anytime she feel like it. Well, mama, she don't treat me like you treat him. She don't be mean to me. And Joyce was like, yeah, bitch don't be mean to you because she know the game. She told Kandi she didn't know the game. Todd was raised by a pimp and a prostitute. I was like... And, Kandi was just like, mama, please don't talk about his deceased father. He died when he was little. He don't even have a relationship with his father. That damn Joyce. To talk about, somebody that can argue back with you is one thing, but you ain't even got respect enough. You talk about they damn dead daddy. Joyce couldn't even, she was just like, well, I'm just saying. So, Kandi was like, well, listen, we gonna do this shit in a couple of weeks. Can we rebuke the devil long enough so that me and Todd can tie the knot and then you can go back to being Bill's bub afterwards? Did anybody see the scar on Carmen's face? I have never noticed it before. You can only see it when she was in the confessional, so I don't know if it was the makeup that was enhancing it or whatever, but I was just like, how did she get that scar? I know kind of intrigues me about Carmen's background, okay? Carmen is nice and everything, but maybe the bitch might be about it. But besides that, you guys, when Carmen was talking to Kandi, I totally got it. She trying to tell Kandi what happened. Me and Johnny was working, the nigga come in there, riding extra hard saying we ain't doing shit, and and if we don't like it, we should quit. Well, I ain't no damn planner and I don't like it. And Kandi was just like, well, it's not cool that you're gonna talk to him and, you know, blame me for the shit that he said. I ain't said nothing to him that I haven't said to you. Still, Kandi, what we need you to understand is we don't need your man talking for you. Okay, so the conversation escalates, and you know what, Carmen is just, she just gets to a whole nother point emotionally. She says she tired of arguing with Kandi's loved ones. You know, I got to get in that shit with your mama. Now I'm turning around arguing with your fiance. I just don't feel like being in this predicament. Okay, then the shit jumps back to the wedding, you know, the bridal boutique, and she was like, I don't even really feel like going here, but you know, that shit fucked me up. Okay, I got a bad reputation about that. I can't even take my baby to school without somebody running up to me and telling me that I'm fucking up your marriage. So yeah, you know, I'm gonna need you to understand how I feel about this. It ain't easy. Everything turns out to be my fault. I work for your ass. That means that I can't really say what I want to say, but I'm your best friend, so that means that you just beat up on me and I'm afraid I might lose my job. It's just too much shit going on here. Kandi feels like, you know, Carmen should understand you know, the place that she's in, but see, that's the place that you in, Kandi. We can give a fuck about your position, okay, because that's your mama, not my mama. Okay, you have to deal with it, but I don't have to. And then, you guys, it just blew up into this whole big thing. You know, Kandi came in with the broke up. Actually, it wasn't the broke up this time. It was the real loud country. No, I didn't respond because you stopped talking to everybody when you feel like it, but when you feel like talking, then everybody's supposed to fucking respond to you. I wasn't fixing to respond to you in no text. You should have called me. Easier said than done. First of all, you know your friend is sensitive. Okay, you even said so. So, you know, she already had said what she was going to say when she was talking to Todd. And then Kandi finally came in, you know, with the broke up cry. She couldn't take it no more. If you don't want to do it, then don't do it. I'd rather us just be friends anyway. Don't do it, okay? We ain't gotta argue about it no more. Well, fine, Kandi. That's all Carmen was saying anyway. You guys, remember to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel's for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. Alright, so I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.